Have you ever looked at a red carpet and wondered, when did fashion stop being just clothing and become living art? At the Met Gala 2026, celebrities didn't simply wear designer gowns. They became sculptures, paintings, and unforgettable masterpieces. But with so many breathtaking looks, only a select few truly redefined fashion history. Today, we'll count down the 20 best-dressed stars whose creativity, craftsmanship, and elegance stole the spotlight, including one spectacular look that may surprise you. Which outfit deserves the #1 spot in your opinion? Share your favorite in the comments before we reveal our countdown. After nearly a decade away from the Met Gala, Beyoncé made one of the evening's most unforgettable entrances, reminding everyone why she remains one of fashion's greatest icons. As one of the event's co-chairs, she embraced the 2026 theme, Fashion is Art, with a look that blurred the line between couture and sculpture. Designed by Olivier Rousteing, her custom gown featured a sheer silhouette covered in shimmering rhinestones arranged to resemble the human skeleton. Rather than relying on glamour alone, the design celebrated the beauty and strength hidden beneath the surface, transforming anatomy into wearable art. Draped over the look was an enormous ombre feather cape that added movement and theatrical elegance, while a diamond-encrusted headpiece completed the dramatic presentation. Perhaps the evening's most touching moment came when Beyoncé appeared alongside Jay-Z and their daughter, Blue Ivy. Their appearance wasn't simply another celebrity family photo. It symbolized how her influence has evolved from global superstar to cultural matriarch, balancing extraordinary success with family life. After years of setting fashion trends, Beyoncé proved she no longer needs to chase attention. Instead, every appearance feels like a carefully crafted statement, showing that true style comes from confidence, creativity, and authenticity. And while Beyoncé captivated the crowd with a powerful comeback, another superstar took an everyday fashion staple and transformed it into a breathtaking work of art. Kendall Jenner proved that true fashion innovation doesn't always require extravagant embellishments. Sometimes, the boldest statement begins with something remarkably familiar. At the 2026 Met Gala, she wore a custom Gap studio creation designed by Zach Posen, transforming the classic white Gap t-shirt into a breathtaking couture masterpiece inspired by the ancient Greek sculpture Winged Victory of Samothrace. From a distance, the gown appeared to be carved from luminous marble rather than sewn from fabric. Multiple layers of liquid jersey, satin chiffon, and organza created the illusion of flowing stone, while carefully sculpted draping gave the dress a graceful, wind-swept movement. One of its most talked-about details was the subtle nude corset beneath the translucent fabric, adding depth and reinforcing the connection between the human form and classical sculpture. The look perfectly embodied the evening's theme, proving that fashion can elevate everyday inspiration into museum-worthy art. Rather than relying on dramatic accessories, Kendall allowed the craftsmanship and silhouette to speak for themselves, demonstrating an elegant sense of restraint that drew widespread praise from fashion critics. If Kendall celebrated timeless simplicity through classical inspiration, the next star embraced pure Hollywood glamour. Her dazzling golden gown required hundreds of hours of meticulous craftsmanship and instantly became one of the evening's brightest highlights. Nicole Kidman once again demonstrated why she remains one of Hollywood's most enduring style icons. Serving as one of the co-chairs of the 2026 Met Gala, she arrived in a custom Chanel creation that celebrated both high fashion and one of the most memorable performances of her career. Rather than chasing trends, Kidman chose a look that reflected elegance, history, and personal storytelling. Her deep crimson gown shimmered with thousands of hand-applied sequins, requiring approximately 800 hours of meticulous craftsmanship. The rich color and graceful silhouette paid tribute to Satine, the unforgettable character she portrayed in Moulin Rouge. a role that earned her widespread acclaim and remains one of the defining performances of her career. She completed the ensemble with a vintage diamond Omega watch, proving that timeless accessories can make just as powerful a statement as an elaborate gown. One of the evening's most heartwarming moments came when Nicole walked the red carpet with her 17-year-old daughter, Sunday Rose. Their appearance reflected more than Hollywood glamour. It highlighted the passing of generations, showing how style, confidence, and grace can become a family legacy. While Nicole honored the elegance of classic cinema, the next celebrity looked toward the future, combining fashion with modern celebrity culture in a dazzling golden masterpiece that commanded attention from every angle. Hailey Bieber once again proved that simplicity and bold artistry can exist in perfect harmony. Rather than relying on excessive embellishments, she embraced the 2026 Met Gala theme, Fashion is Art, with a custom Saint Laurent creation by Anthony Vaccarello that transformed her into a living sculpture. The design was both modern and timeless, paying homage to one of fashion's most celebrated artistic collaborations. The centerpiece of the ensemble was a hand-forged 24-karat gold breastplate, carefully molded to fit Hailey's body like a wearable sculpture. The striking piece referenced the legendary partnership between Yves Saint Laurent and French sculptor Claude Lalande in 1969, blending fine art with haute couture. Flowing beneath the sculptural armor was a soft black silk chiffon gown, while a dramatic Yves Klein blue cape added movement, contrast, and unmistakable elegance as she walked the red carpet. Fashion critics praised the look for its balance of strength and femininity. Instead of allowing the metallic centerpiece to overwhelm the design, Hailey's understated styling and minimal jewelry kept the focus on the craftsmanship itself. The result was a sophisticated interpretation of the evening's artistic theme, demonstrating that true luxury often lies in thoughtful design rather than extravagance. If Hailey's look celebrated sculpture through fashion, the next star turned the red carpet into a glowing work of gold, wearing a masterpiece that required hundreds of hours of extraordinary handcraftsmanship. Jenny returned to the Met Gala for the fourth consecutive year, once again reinforcing her reputation as one of Chanel's most influential global ambassadors. Rather than making a dramatic departure from her signature style, she embraced the evening's theme, Fashion is Art, with a custom Chanel gown that blended timeless elegance with remarkable craftsmanship. At first glance, the strapless silhouette appeared refined and understated. A closer look, however, revealed more than 15,000 hand-embroidered sequined leaves layered across the gown in multiple shades of green, creating the illusion of light filtering through a forest canopy. Every movement caused the delicate embellishments to shimmer from emerald to jade, giving the dress a living quality that perfectly reflected the artistic spirit of the evening. Jenny complemented the gown with a sleek 1990s-inspired beauty look, featuring thin brows, a polished high bun, and understated makeup that allowed the intricate embroidery to remain the center of attention. Her restrained styling reflected one of Chanel's enduring principles, that elegance comes from balance rather than excess. Fashion editors praised the look for its sophistication and attention to detail, calling it one of the house's strongest Met Gala appearances in recent years. While Jenny captivated the crowd through quiet refinement, the next celebrity embraced a far more theatrical vision, proving that Hollywood glamour can still shine brighter than gold itself. After stepping away from the Met Gala for several years, Margot Robbie returned with a look that perfectly captured the glamour of classic Hollywood while embracing the event's artistic vision. As one of Chanel's most recognizable ambassadors, she wore a custom golden couture gown that immediately became one of the evening's most talked-about creations. The strapless design featured a sculpted bodice flowing into dramatic cascading layers adorned with embroidered petals and delicate feathers. Bathed in shimmering gold, the gown earned comparisons to a living statue, reflecting the timeless beauty of classical art while maintaining Chanel's unmistakable elegance. behind the scenes, the creation demanded extraordinary craftsmanship, requiring approximately 761 hours of work and more than 1,080 hand-embroidered details to achieve its rich texture and luminous finish. Margot completed the ensemble with exquisite pieces from Chanel's high jewelry golden sillage collection. Rather than overwhelming the gown, the jewelry subtly enhanced its warm golden tones, creating a refined balance that highlighted both the couture craftsmanship and her natural poise. Fashion critics praised the look as a celebration of elegance over extravagance, proving that meticulous artistry often leaves the strongest impression. While Margot dazzled in radiant gold inspired by timeless couture, the next star took an entirely different approach, transforming an ancient painting and Greek mythology into a breathtaking wearable masterpiece. Anne Hathaway demonstrated that fashion can tell a story just as powerfully as a painting or a poem. For the 2026 Met Gala, she wore a custom Michael Kors collection gown created in collaboration with artist Peter Magoff, transforming the red carpet into a celebration of classical art, literature, and timeless elegance. The sleek black silk and Mikado wool gown served as a dramatic canvas for hand-painted imagery inspired by ancient Greek pottery and the poetry of John Keats. On the front, a graceful white dove symbolized peace and hope, while the sweeping train revealed a striking portrait of the Greek goddess Irene, the embodiment of peace and harmony in mythology. Rather than relying on heavy embellishments, the artistry came from the carefully painted details, making the gown feel like a museum masterpiece brought to life. Anne completed the sophisticated look with a bold gold choker from Boucheron, whose sculptural design echoed the artistic inspiration behind the dress without overpowering it. Fashion critics praised her ability to balance elegance with creativity, proving that the evening's theme could be interpreted through storytelling as much as spectacle. Her appearance reminded audiences that the finest couture often invites viewers to pause, reflect, and discover meaning beyond the fabric. While Anne turned mythology into wearable art, the next celebrity embraced an entirely different medium, using vintage film itself to create one of the most imaginative looks of the night. As one of the evening's official committee members, Sabrina Carpenter embraced the Met Gala's artistic theme with one of the most imaginative designs of the night. Rather than simply wearing a beautiful gown, she stepped onto the red carpet in a creation that celebrated the history of cinema itself, blending fashion, nostalgia, and storytelling into a single unforgettable look. Custom designed by Jonathan Anderson for Christian Dior, the gown was crafted almost entirely from strips of vintage photographic film. Even more remarkable, portions of the material reportedly featured actual frames inspired by the 1954 classic Sabrina, the beloved Audrey Hepburn film that also inspired Carpenter's own first name. The result was a striking fusion of Hollywood history and contemporary couture, transforming decades of cinematic memories into wearable art. She completed the ensemble with a jeweled 1920s-inspired tiara and dazzling Chopard diamond jewelry, adding a touch of old Hollywood glamour that resonated beautifully with the film-inspired design. Fashion critics praised the look not only for its originality, but also for its emotional connection to cinema, proving that the Met Gala can honor cultural history as much as high fashion. Together, these remarkable celebrities demonstrated that the 2026 Met Gala wasn't simply about dressing well. It was about creativity, craftsmanship, and using fashion to tell unforgettable stories that will be remembered long after the red carpet has disappeared. The 2026 Met Gala reminded us that great fashion is about far more than luxury, celebrity, or the perfect photograph. At its best, fashion becomes a form of storytelling, one that celebrates history, culture, craftsmanship, and the courage to express individuality. Whether inspired by ancient sculptures, classic cinema, mythology, or works of art, each of these remarkable looks reflected the imagination and dedication behind true creative excellence. In the end, the most unforgettable outfit isn't always the most expensive. It's the one that leaves a lasting impression and inspires us to see beauty from a new perspective. Now we'd love to hear from you. Which celebrity do you believe deserved the title of Best Dressed at the Met Gala 2026, and which look will you remember for years to come? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this journey through fashion's biggest night, don't forget to like, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next Hollywood Katy video. What's really happening to Hollywood stars' faces? In just a few months, a host of celebrities have appeared with sunken faces, sagging skin, and looks that fans barely recognize. Many call it the Ozempic face, a controversial side effect of the weight loss craze sweeping Hollywood. But behind these shocking transformations are the pressures of fame, the obsession with age, and secrets that not every star dares to admit. Today, we'll explore 15 of the most shocking Ozempic face transformations, the public's reactions, and who shocked Hollywood the most. And before we begin, comment on which star surprised you the most. For Remy Bader, the promise of rapid weight loss quickly turned into something far more frightening. Like many people drawn to medications such as Ozempic and similar GLP-1 drugs, the popular influencer hoped the treatment would finally help her gain control over years of body image struggles. At first, the idea sounded life-changing: lose weight, feel healthier, and escape the constant pressure surrounding appearance. But according to Remy, the reality became physically and emotionally overwhelming. Not long after beginning the medication, she started experiencing severe side effects that disrupted her everyday life. Remy later revealed that she suffered from frequent vomiting sometimes on a daily basis, leaving her exhausted and emotionally drained. Instead of feeling stronger, her body was pushed to a breaking point. The situation reportedly became so serious that she eventually required hospitalization. Yet the physical symptoms were only part of the battle. After stopping the medication, Remy said she faced another painful setback, the return of binge eating disorder, something she had struggled with long before becoming famous online. She explained that the weight she had lost returned rapidly, and in some cases even more aggressively than before. Feeling trapped in a cycle she could no longer manage alone, Remy ultimately turned to weight loss surgery as a last resort. Her story became a powerful reminder that while these medications may help some people, they are not a simple miracle solution. Behind the dramatic celebrity transformations are often difficult emotional struggles, health risks, and consequences the public rarely sees. For decades, Demi Moore was seen as one of Hollywood's most timeless beauty icons, a star whose elegance seemed untouched by age. That's why when she appeared on several recent red carpets, fans immediately noticed something different. Instead of focusing on her designer gowns or signature glamour, much of the public attention shifted toward her noticeably slimmer appearance. Photos from the events quickly spread across social media, sparking intense discussion online. Many viewers pointed out how dramatically lean her face appeared compared to previous years. Her cheekbones looked sharper, her jawline more pronounced, and some fans even described her overall appearance as unusually gaunt. For a celebrity long admired for her radiant and youthful look, the transformation came as a surprise to many longtime followers. Almost instantly, speculation began circulating across entertainment blogs and celebrity forums. Some people believed the change could simply be the result of strict dieting, intense wellness routines, or natural aging under harsh camera lighting. Others, however, connected her appearance to a growing Hollywood trend involving rapid weight loss and the widespread buzz surrounding GLP-1 medications such as Ozempic. In recent years, these drugs have become heavily associated with sudden celebrity transformations, especially when dramatic facial changes appear alongside quick weight reduction. What made the conversation even louder was the fact that Hollywood has entered an era where fans closely analyze every red carpet photo for signs of cosmetic procedures, weight loss treatments, or hidden health regimens. In Demi Moore's case, the discussion became less about fashion and more about the growing pressure in the entertainment industry to maintain an impossibly youthful image at any age. For years, Nicole Kidman has represented the image of classic Hollywood elegance. graceful, polished, and remarkably consistent throughout decades in the spotlight. But during several recent public appearances, fans became increasingly concerned that the Oscar-winning actress looked noticeably thinner than before. Instead of discussing her films or red carpet fashion, much of the online conversation focused on her fragile appearance. In photos that quickly circulated across social media, many viewers pointed to her visibly prominent collarbones and sharply defined shoulders. Some even commented that she appeared unusually frail under the bright lights and fitted gowns often worn at major Hollywood events. The reaction online was immediate. While some fans simply worried about her health and well-being, others began speculating about what could be behind such a dramatic physical change. The discussion also reignited a much larger conversation about the relentless pressure women face in the entertainment industry, especially actresses over a certain age. In Hollywood, maintaining a youthful and ultra-slim image is often treated as an unspoken expectation for staying relevant. Even stars as accomplished and respected as Nicole Kidman are constantly scrutinized for every visible change in weight appearance or aging. In recent years, growing public attention surrounding rapid celebrity weight loss has also fueled speculation involving popular GLP-1 medications like Ozempic. Although there is no evidence that Nicole Kidman has used any weight loss drug, fans online continue connecting sudden transformations to the broader Hollywood trend. Whether the change comes from dieting stress filming demands, or simply natural aging under intense public scrutiny, the conversation reflects how unforgiving celebrity culture has become. When Kelly Clarkson suddenly appeared noticeably slimmer, fans and media outlets immediately began asking the same question. How did she lose so much weight so quickly? For years, Clarkson had been open about her struggles with body image health issues and the constant public scrutiny that came with being in the spotlight. Unlike many celebrities who avoid discussing their weight, she often spoke honestly about the emotional pressure of living under Hollywood's microscope. So when the singer revealed she had lost more than 50 pounds, speculation exploded online almost overnight. Social media users and entertainment blogs quickly linked her transformation to the growing celebrity obsession with Ozempic and similar weight loss medications. Because dramatic physical changes have become increasingly associated with GLP-1 drugs in Hollywood, many assumed Clarkson had joined the trend. At first, she avoided directly addressing the rumors, which only fueled even more curiosity. But eventually, Clarkson decided to speak publicly about the situation. She confirmed that she had in fact been prescribed medication to help with weight management and overall health. However, she emphasized that it was not Ozempic. According to Clarkson, the treatment was recommended by her doctor after she experienced ongoing metabolic and blood sugar issues that were affecting her well-being. She also explained that her transformation was not simply about appearance, but about feeling healthier and regaining energy. Even so, her story highlighted how quickly the public jumps to conclusions whenever a celebrity loses weight. In today's Hollywood culture, dramatic transformations often spark rumors long before the full truth is ever known. Kyle Richards never expected that sharing a few workout photos online would spark such an intense public debate. But after the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills star appeared dramatically slimmer in recent social media posts, fans immediately began speculating that Ozempic might be involved. In today's celebrity culture, rapid weight loss often triggers instant rumors, and Richards quickly found herself at the center of the conversation. As the photos spread online, many followers commented on how different she looked compared to previous years. Some praised her transformation, while others questioned whether diet and exercise alone could explain such a noticeable change. Because Hollywood has recently seen a wave of celebrities linked to GLP-1 medications like Ozempic, social media users were quick to assume Richards had joined the trend. However, Kyle strongly pushed back against the accusations. She publicly denied using Ozempic and insisted her weight loss came from a major lifestyle overhaul rather than medication. According to Richards, she completely eliminated alcohol from her routine, cut out sugar and most carbohydrates, and committed herself to a disciplined fitness program focused on consistency and intense workouts. She also explained that prioritizing mental and physical health became increasingly important to her as she got older. Even with those explanations, skepticism continued online. Many fans argued that the transformation appeared too dramatic to happen naturally in such a short period of time. Others defended her, pointing out that major lifestyle changes can produce significant results when maintained consistently. Her story reflects a growing reality in Hollywood once a celebrity loses weight. Quickly, public speculation often takes over before people are willing to believe hard work alone could be responsible. When Adele revealed her dramatic transformation, it instantly became one of the most talked about celebrity weight loss stories of the last decade. Fans around the world were stunned when the Grammy-winning singer appeared noticeably slimmer in new photos and public appearances. Reports soon claimed that Adele had lost nearly 100 pounds, and the internet exploded with reactions almost overnight. But instead of universal praise, much of the public response quickly turned into speculation. Many people questioned whether such a dramatic transformation could truly happen naturally, especially at a time when Hollywood was becoming increasingly linked to rapid weight loss medications and celebrity wellness trends. Social media users immediately began wondering if Ozempic or similar drugs played a role in her transformation. Adele, however, repeatedly denied those rumors. According to the singer, her weight loss was the result of a long-term commitment to improving both her physical and mental health. She explained that the transformation happened gradually over nearly 2 years, through intense workouts, strength training, cardio sessions, and major lifestyle adjustments. In interviews, Adele also shared that exercise became a way to manage stress and anxiety during difficult periods in her personal life, particularly following her divorce. Those close to her described her routine as highly disciplined, involving consistent gym sessions and healthier daily habits rather than quick fixes. Even so, the public fascination never fully disappeared. In today's celebrity culture, dramatic weight loss often leads to immediate assumptions about medication, regardless of what stars publicly say. Adele's story ultimately highlighted something larger happening in Hollywood. Audiences are becoming increasingly skeptical of celebrity transformations, especially in an era dominated by rumors surrounding Ozempic and rapid body changes. From Adele and Kelly Clarkson to Remy Bader and Dolores Catania, these stories reveal that dramatic celebrity transformations are often far more complicated than they appear online. Behind the glamorous headlines and shocking before and after photos are real people dealing with pressure, insecurity, health struggles, and the constant judgment of the public eye. While medications like Ozempic and Mounjaro may help some individuals under medical supervision, these stories also remind us that rapid weight loss can come with emotional, physical, and even psychological consequences. In Hollywood especially, the pressure to stay young and thin never truly disappears, even for the world's biggest stars. But perhaps the biggest lesson is this: health should never be measured only by appearance. True well-being comes from balance, honesty, and taking care of both the body and the mind. And sometimes the most dangerous transformations are the ones hidden behind a perfect-looking photo. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any new videos. See you in the next one.